And this time I made something a little more complex.
Oh, that's kind of fun looking. So Jupiter is high in the sky right now.
You know that seemingly one-time instance of she needed air for her pants?
Is she up again?
She was in her room pulling stuff off the bookshelf, saying she needs things for her things.
Okay.
I come into the hallway to go back and use the restroom. I hear thudding and I'm like, what is going on? She needs things for her things.
Well, at least she knew where to find things at.
So I had to drag her back to bed and she's like, no, I need the things for the things.
And how did you wake her up?
I don't know that I did. I'm probably going to have to go back and check.
Check on her?
Well, she was in bed stretching with her arms over her head going, oh, when I left her, so.
Good morning, y'all. This is how we're starting our day.
I need things for my things. It's better than air for my pants, so. We'll put a link up there as to air for her pants.
Good morning. You know what's really nice? Not changing poopy diapers. I came through the door a minute ago, and about the first thing I heard was, Daddy, come look. So, of course you have to. But yeah, Luke has been doing really good this whole week, and it's really cool. I mean, I know it's like a simple thing, but it's just cool watching him grow up and master something that you basically take for granted most of your life. You know, that you can go to the bathroom. It just sort of stands out to me. You know, you think about all the things that you can do every day, and at some point you had to learn basically all of that, even going to the bathroom. Our little guy's growing up. You finishing up your school, sweetie?
Yes.
Doing history?
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling today?
Not good.
I'm sorry. Apparently whatever this cough is has just been going around town because a lot of people I work with, either they or their kids have had it too. You poopied? Wait a second.
I'm cool, dude.
You're a cool dude. Where are your pants? Yeah, he's a cool dude. Okay. He still needs to have pants on though.
I'm playing with snap circuits. I think that's what it's called, yeah. And I made something where if you flip that switch, a light turns on. And I'm going to switch that up for a button right there. And I hope it works. And this time I made something a little more complex. If you turn this on, a light turns on and a fan goes. It actually blows. And the thing is, when you take this off, it just feels so cool when you touch it. We could have this like in a room, and in the night we could turn it on. It has batteries, so we could replace it.
So I've been walking around the house for the past little bit, trying to get kind of a plan for the weekend. We've got so many little projects we want to take care of, and you kind of have to prioritize them because we know we can't do everything. And realistically, we're only going to have, I guess, really just Saturday to work on stuff. After church on Sunday, we're actually going to look at a different building that we might be meeting at for a while. And it's a little bit further out from town than we're going now, so it'll take a while to go out there, kind of check it out, and then come back. And by that time, Luke's going to be tired, and if he's not already asleep on the way, he's probably going to want to take a nap that afternoon. So it kind of reduces the amount of time we have to do stuff. But, you know, when you want to do everything, it's kind of hard to just pick a few things and say, this is all I'm going to do. Of course, as much as we want to do stuff inside the house, there's a bunch of stuff outside the house we want to take care of too. I think we're probably not going to have any more storms for at least a couple of days, but since we've gotten so much rain, I think it's time to cut the grass for the first time this year. It's like a jungle. Okay, well really maybe it's just this one weed, but no, really, that needs to be cut. These front flower beds are looking kind of sad too. I guess the liner down there is still good, so we can just rake out all these leaves and pine straw and put some fresh down. I suppose these crazy looking bushes could use a little bit of trimming too. We told the guy that put them in we wanted something low maintenance that didn't grow very fast and didn't get very big. I guess we should have looked up what he said he was going to put in before just letting him pick something, because these have not been in very long, and they're getting taller than the windows now, which I don't really like. So before my parents had us over, I guess it was a week or two ago, to have breakfast for dinner, we hadn't done that in like a very, very long time. We used to do it all the time. I'm not sure what made us stop. That's kind of weird when they do that. Gosh, if they'd all do that, you wouldn't even have to turn them.
Exactly.
They just cook themselves.
Like, come on, guys. Get going.
So I think Lisa's working on about maybe 2 hours of sleep right now.
If that.
If that. I don't know what we're going to do to help her be able to sleep more soundly.
All day today, I've had zero energy. Like, absolutely none.
Yeah, whatever effect that B12 was having when she first started taking it is very quickly being taken away by just lack of sleep. You're all done with your banana, buddy?
So, we don't make pancakes without sprinkles in this house. Even if they come in a bottle.
Alright, so here's something we've never done. Ever. Okay, Lisa just corrected me. We did do waffles one time a long, long time ago, but that is one at a time and pretty inefficient. I actually forgot we even had that glass cutting board to put underneath it. I don't feel like that heat should be that close to that vinyl. Anyway, we had that extension cord out for the subwoofer and oobleck the other day. Yeah, we thought, this would reach to put the griddle in the middle of the table and have fresh pancakes right to our plates. Normally we do all of them ahead of time, and then, they're always a little bit cold no matter how you try and keep them warm. So, it should be fun. Also means we should eat quicker.
The sprinkles. Watch. Happy.
Rainbow. Oh, that's kind of fun looking. We're finding it's kind of hard to talk and cook at the same time because we're both doing stuff actively.
Am I the only one that whenever you open a package of cheese, you have to take a bite?
Well, I do that.
Good.
The kids do that.
We have chicken purr.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, where did we get it?
At the store?
I didn't know that.
Is there a good word for things that are fun but also really stressful? There probably is. Annoying? Fun-noying? Is that yummy, Luke?
Pancake.
Dip. That's the syrup.
The dip and that.
Yep. Is that nice to just be able to grab them, Olivia?
No,
Yeah, so this sounded like a good idea when we said we'd do it. In practice, it's a little stressful trying to get everything to the table and keep everything warm and then eat and watch the pancakes. I guess if we had
20 more hands?
20 more hands, yeah. If the kids could be managing the hot stuff a little bit more. I don't know. It's still really good, though, because Lisa makes the best eggs ever. How is it that we're, still making pancakes at this point? How many have we made?
Too many.
I think part of the difficulty when we first started doing this was just we were really hungry. And that, kind of makes it difficult to coordinate things. I guess I'm still that way. We didn't have a tremendously huge lunch today, just because we kind of forgot to get lunch stuff when we went to the store last time. We've eaten through most of what we already had.
How do we forget to get a whole class of meals?
Because we get so focused on dinner.
Forget, hey.
Lunch. That and lunches just kind of seem to be difficult for us for some reason. I don't know, we just never have any good lunch ideas. It seems like we only just end up ever having sandwiches of some sort. Ham sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Every now and then we'll get a pizza. It's probably time to turn these, aren't they?
No, they're not bubbling yet. I think it's on the...
We cut it off.
You cut it off?
You told me to cut it off.
No, I didn't. No, sweetie, I didn't tell you to cut it off. I'm like, these aren't cooking.
Yeah.
You did.
You said we're all done. Go ahead and cut it off.
Yeah, you did.
That's why I was surprised when you started pouring more out, because I thought, gosh, where are they still coming from? For the longest time, Friday night was always movie night. And then, the past 2 years, maybe, it feels like there just haven't been a lot of movies that we wanted to watch. And we had seen about everything that we cared to watch, and, even older stuff, we couldn't find a whole lot. But there's been a couple of movies lately that we've enjoyed watching, and we're getting ready to watch one now. So I'm hoping it'll be one of the better movies we've watched in a while. Anyway, and maybe halfway through we'll make some popcorn, because I love popcorn. We haven't had a lot lately, because we haven't had movies to watch. Hey, Luke.
Those two, I declare, they're like two peas in a pod over there. I mean, just look at them.
I know.
Oh yeah? We're sitting back and bike.
This might be a record. We've made it a whole 15 minutes into the movie before we had to stop it because something was happening. I'm not sure why Luke just ran into the room panting, but I think I need to find out. Luke, what were you doing, buddy?
Killing monsters. Me killing monsters.
You were killing the monsters?
And deer.
Is that what had you so out of breath? Yeah, okay. So we made it another 30 minutes through the movie. We tend to stop movies a whole lot. This is why we never go to the theater, is because we always need to pause it for something, and also we really like subtitles on movies because I can't hear real well and kids make noise and I want to know what's going on. Anyway, we've been watching Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. Is it Fantastic Beast? I don't know. Gosh, I haven't been paying enough attention. Anyway, we're enjoying it so far, but we've decided to stop the movie, make some popcorn, because, you know, movies are always better with popcorn. Yum. Popcorn. Well, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that a whole lot more than some of the other stuff we've seen recently. No, it wasn't that bad. No, that was a good movie. I really enjoyed that.
Do you remember in the middle of the night digging through your bookshelf saying you need things for your things?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
Do you remember Mommy coming back there and talking to you about it?
And putting you back in bed.
No.
I'm a little concerned about the, if it happened once, you know, that's one thing.
But last night I go into the hallway and it's like somebody's digging in a toy box that sounds like... I'm like, what are they doing? I was about to go in there and be kind of upset. And I'm like, Olivia, what are you doing? Because she was digging through the bookshelf. She's like, I'm looking for things for my things.
Well, all the kids are in bed, and it's a little bit after midnight, which is a little bit later than I had intended on coming out here, but sometimes that's just how the evening works out. So Jupiter is high in the sky right now. It's almost straight up. I've never done this before with the planet, so hopefully I'll get something interesting to look at. But you know what? If not, hey, at least we tried something and, you know, learn from it, right? Ruth actually got this telescope for me and the kids for Christmas a couple of years ago. And we've enjoyed pulling out and looking at it every now and then, but usually by the time there's anything interesting to see, it's so late at night that the kids don't want to spend a whole lot of time out here looking at it. Alright, so it's really dark out here because I've actually had to come all the way out to the road to get where I can actually see Jupiter. So without anything, just a dot in the sky. The photons that make up the light that I'm seeing standing here in the yard were bubbling around in the sun for, you know, untold eons before spanning across space, bouncing off of Jupiter and making it all the way here, only to be stopped by a single leaf on a tree. Makes you feel really small, doesn't it? Alright, so this to me is one of the coolest things about looking at Jupiter. This is the lowest magnification that my telescope will do. And it's moving across the screen right now, not because I'm touching anything, but because the Earth is rotating. It actually moves that fast across the sky when you get in close enough. That also makes it really hard to take a picture of it. And so here's where my frustration with my lack of experience really gets me. Because that's really big and really bright. But I can't get it any more focus in that. Oh, it's drifting off the camera. But there it is. Jupiter. Blurry. Kind of washed out. But nonetheless, another planet. Quickly drifting out of frame. Gosh, the Earth moves fast. Bye, Jupiter. Alright, so maybe not the clearest pictures in the world. I realized once I got in and looked at the video that I probably could have got a better picture if I could find a way to turn the sensitivity down on the camera. Since this is a really bright period in the sky, it was actually brighter than the camera could compensate for on the black background. I'll have to figure out how to adjust that the next time something interesting comes up. Well, today's shout out of the day goes to Becky W. She says, I'm getting ready to go to the Great Homeschool Convention in Ohio in a few weeks for the 3rd time. I love it. Hopefully you can go for longer next time and sit in on some of the awesome sessions. I always leave the sessions feeling encouraged and inspired. Also, are you familiar with the Kathy Duffy Homeschool Review website? It's a great place to research different curriculum options. Thanks, Becky. Yep, we're looking forward to going again next year and maybe getting to sit on some of those sessions. There were a lot of really interesting ones, and it's just not something we can do this year. And as for that review website, yeah, Lisa has spent a lot of time on that recently as she's looking through different options for all the different subjects. There's a lot of choices. It's really hard to narrow stuff down sometimes, but having good reviews helps. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that button. Thanks for joining us today. Good night.
What is that?
That's a broker.
A broker? That's a funny way to say hammer.